Welcome, guys. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful planet of ours, Earth. Welcome to midweek preview. That is review for the Champions League, Europa League matches that happened this week. Remember the results. Maybe we start with the results. On Tuesday, we had two matches. The first one was between Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon. Arsenal won 1-0. The late, like 92nd minute goal from Kai Havertz in Lisbon. And then the second match was between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Real Madrid won, Bayern Munich 2. So that match was happening at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium in Spain. So Bayern Munich won that. And then we had another match that's on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we had also two matches because it is a quarter final between PSG and Liverpool in Paris. PSG won 2-0. And then we had also another match between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid winning that 2-0. And then yesterday, Europa League, we had Aston Villa winning 3-1 versus Bologna. Then we had Porto winning Porto 1-1 versus Nottingham Forest. Then Crystal Palace also won their match 3-0. Then Freiburg also won their match. It was 3-0 or 2-0. So these are my thoughts or my observations about the matches. Uh, One, the match between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, that one is very difficult. Okay, Real Madrid can come back, but the chances are very slim considering how are playing at the moment. I don't think if Bayern have lost at home in any competition this season, so it will be very hard for them to lose against Real Madrid at Bayern Arena. So at the Alliance Arena. So my opinion, my thought is from the start when we even previewed these Champions League matches, I said that it will be very difficult for Real Madrid to go through. But of course, with the Real Madrid history of Real Madrid, they can do anything. They always do something special in the Champions League whenever it comes to Champions League. But I don't think they are up to task. You look at their squad, I think they have some weaknesses in their squad, and they need more than luck. And luck doesn't come often every now and then. Sometimes you need to show and to earn your place. So I think Real Madrid, that's the end of the road for the Champions League. I don't think they will be knocking out Bayern Munich. Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon. Arsenal won 1-0. I think Arsenal will qualify. It will be just miraculous. Maybe Porto comes back, but I expect Arsenal to win that one at the Emirates easily. But at the moment, Arsenal are under pressure, especially after losing the Carabao Cup to Manchester City, and then also losing the FA Cup. Like they were knocked out by Southampton the other weekend. I think they are a bit under pressure. And this, I alluded to this. The most important game for Arsenal this season was the final between Man City and Arsenal. I said that game was more than a game; it was a psychological game, and whoever won that game I think had a boost. And you see, even Man City, from there they are playing like a team. They played last game when they are playing with Liverpool, and they dominated the game. They played well after winning. So you can see one match gives someone a lift. So I think Arsenal right now are under pressure, very massive pressure. I don't know. Even if you ask me tomorrow I know in the Premier League they meet FC Bournemouth at 2:30. That will be an early kickoff. But this is a game that is giving them. It is a psychological game. If they don't beat Bournemouth, Man City will win their game because Man City play Chelsea. I don't think that Chelsea stands a chance in that game. The way Man City are playing, maybe they just control damage. It will be just a damage control game. Maybe just control so that you don't lose, like you don't know what you are doing. But I think Man City will be running away with that. So Man City are just waiting for Arsenal to just slip up one game. So it will be difficult. So Arsenal are still under pressure, but I think they will knock out Sporting Lisbon and then maybe go to the semi-final. Then on Wednesday we had two games. Also, Paris Saint-Germain versus Liverpool. Liverpool seems to be just getting worse and worse every now and then. Sometimes they play one game in a blue moon, then one good game in a blue moon, then they keep on also putting in very, 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 very strange performances. So PSG have not been playing well, but the eight. Also, I said these big teams sometimes they just need that one convincing results, and then maybe they are there. I didn't think that I will say this, but PSG now have upped their game big time after winning 8-3, 8-2 versus Chelsea. I think now they got that confidence, especially you remember the game was a lot of controversy because also with the revenge of the Club World Cup finals where they lost to Chelsea. So they were there like looking to revenge. So yeah, but it has given them a very big boost. You see how the way they are moving, they played total football. They played a very good game against Liverpool. So they come to Anfield. Anfield things happen there, but with Arne Slot this season, I don't think so. But is another game that I can't say it is dead on arrival, but chances of Liverpool maybe making a comeback is very, very, very slim. It is there, but it is very, very slim because we have seen Liverpool play well at Anfield, and at Anfield also their crowd, if they are charged well, they are. But Liverpool have mistakes. Will PSG not score against Liverpool? I doubt that. PSG will score. Winning, I don't know, but they will score, and that complicates the tie. Especially if they score fast, it complicates the tie. It takes them beyond Liverpool. So Liverpool have to be cautious because PSG. You look at their you look at their forward areas. PSG are a very serious team in terms of their forward areas. So that's why I say maybe Liverpool have a slim chance, but it's not that they will be like it is easy on their side. No. And then another game was Atletico Madrid versus FC Barcelona. This game has served us a lot. This fixture has served a lot of entertainment this season. You remember the Super Cup? They met at the Super Cup where Atletico Madrid won the first leg 4-0, and then Barcelona second leg they won 3-0. So Atletico advanced. Then they met in the La Liga whereby Barcelona won. Was it 2-1 or 2-0? But Atletico, there was a player that was sent off. So when Barcelona now, in the Champions League, there's also a player sent off for Barcelona. And then Atletico won 2-0. Barcelona can come back. Yes, they have the capacity. They can come back. Yes. But Atletico, if they play the typical Atletico Madrid way, Atletico, remember, Atletico is one of the teams that they can play with a possession of two the entire match and they get a results. So there are guys who know how to defend. There are people who understand what they want to do. So I think it is Barcelona can come back, yes, but this Barcelona side is not that one that came back against Paris and Germain in 2018. Was it 2018, 2019, around there, or 2018, 2019, around there, when they lost in Paris 4-0 and then they came back and scored, I think, was it 6-1 or something of sort. So it is not because also you look at Barcelona, they don't. Most of the squad is young. Yeah, most of the players are very young. So and this sort of games they call for experience. They call for cool heads. If you are not so sure with what you are doing, you get demolished the way Chelsea were demolished by by PSG. So it will be a very big difficult game, especially for Barcelona. If you ask me, can they come back? I think I can say yes, they can, but the chances are very, very, very small. So my prediction is Atletico Madrid will qualify. Then they will be meeting Arsenal. That is the semi-final number one. And then semi-final number two, I think Bayern Munich will be meeting PSG. Liverpool can come back, yeah, but the chances are slim. The way they are moving this season under Slot, I don't think they will be knocking out PSG. So PSG, Bayern Munich, the second semi-final, the first one Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid, then maybe the final. Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, anything can happen depending on how Arsenal manages the pressure in the Premier League. So it will depend. Then Bayern Munich, PSG, that is a final that we should be. If my opinion, that is the final, but we will watch it a final before the final. So that's my preview or my review for the Champions League first leg. But remember, second leg coming your way next week. On Tuesday, we bring you on EM Sports. We'll be bringing you live watch along between Liverpool versus PSG live from Anfield. And then on Tuesday, we will be on Wednesday, we'll be bringing you uh, Arsenal playing at the Emirates. Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon. We'll be bringing you those two matches next week. And then also we touch a little bit of the Europa League where English teams were involved. We had two English teams in the Europa League, or three. We have three: Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, and Crystal Palace. All the teams won. So that means that it is strengthening the chances of the Premier League to get the fifth spot in the European Champions League next season. So Villa won 3-1 away in Italy, and then Nottingham Forest drew 1-1 in Porto. So they have an advantage because they play the second leg at home on Thursday. So they welcome Porto at the City Ground. It is not a very nice city to go to. It is not a very nice ground to go to. But that one, I think that will be very difficult. But we will wait and see on Thursday what happens, and then we will have Aston Villa welcoming Bologna. I think 3-1. That game is done. And for me, my prediction is Aston Villa will be winning the Europa League because of the manager, Unai Emery. Unai Emery has won the Europa League the most, I think. He has won with Sevilla, has won with Villarreal. So he has an experience of winning, especially the Europa League. So I think for Aston Villa, for me, I can just declare them, in my opinion, they will be champions of the Europa League. So that's my preview of the European League that happened this week, midweek. We meet also next week for the more entertainment, more drama. Please stay tuned at EM Sports. We bring you all the games we can because I have also my young crew here. Yeah, so they are also trying to. They are giving a very big help, at least standing in, so that because this thing I thought it is easy, but it drains someone. It drains someone, but we will not give up. We'll bring as much games as possible. Today, remember, we have La Liga match, Real Madrid versus Girona. We will be bringing you live on EM Sports. EM Sports is a sports channel whereby we will be bringing you as much content as we can and whenever we can, and we will be bringing. So today at 10 p.m., we'll be bringing you Real Madrid versus Girona. And then tomorrow, we'll have a very big interview with my boys here so that we preview the weekend Premier League. But remember also, West Ham are playing Wolves, so we'll be bringing you up to speed. So the Premier League match week 32 starts today. Wolves versus West Ham versus Wolves, which will be today. Then, but we will be bringing you Real Madrid versus Girona starting at 10 p.m. Kenyan time. So tomorrow, remember the lineups on EM Sports. We will be bringing you Arsenal versus FC Bournemouth. That match will be at 2:30, and then we will be bringing you also Liverpool versus Fulham. That match will be at 7:30 p.m. Kenyan time. And then on Sunday, remember we have Chelsea versus Manchester City live from Stamford Bridge. And then on Monday, we bring you Manchester United versus Leeds. Hey, at least United play a game for over a month or like 21 days. In 21 days is when they are playing a match on Monday. They play Leeds United. Then on Tuesday, we bring you Liverpool versus PSG. On Wednesday, we bring you Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon. So EM Sports is packed. Subscribe, please subscribe. Remember to turn on that notification bell and enjoy all the drama as it unfolds at EM Sports. Have a good day and let's meet tomorrow for a brand new big one. But tonight, Real Madrid versus Girona. Thank you.